Yep, headed to the mountains again. I was going to go look for wild horses, and other than at the Calgary Stampede Rodeo, the best place to find them is out along the foothills. Specifically here along the Red Deer River, west of Sundre. The river opens up into a broad valley, and finding horses is generally not all that hard, but quite often they're a little ways away. These were the first bunch I saw. But after I stopped to photograph this poop pile, this is how stallions mark their territory, went to turn around and there they were. A little band of bachelor boys. Now you may be thinking these look like every other horse I've ever seen. And in truth they are just like every other horse. The thing is that these guys live wild. They live by themselves. Nobody's taking care of them. They wander through the foothills, grazing, and occasionally getting into little arguments. Yeah, I was shooting stills when this happened. But the scrap didn't last very long, and pretty quick they were on their way. This guy stopping to add his little post-it note to the poop pile. Traffic was a little heavier than I thought it would be, but I kind of went there at the wrong time, so my fault. But these feral horses, really they don't care. Out here in this big open pasture near the Yarra Creek Valley, they were everywhere. The stallions, of course, were being stallions, and the mares were, of course, being mares. Must have been a pretty good winter for them because there were little ones all over the place. And this particular little one really caught my eye. Really cool markings across the shoulders. But then it turned around. Yeah, I think it was attacked by a cougar. Hopefully it's going to heal up okay. But that just goes to show you how truly wild these horses are. Out here in this country, they are on their own. And it truly is wild country. This is the Red Deer River flowing out of the mountains. And those mountains in the background, they are just about on the border of Banff National Park. And the further up the valley you go, the wilder it gets. But that's no barrier for the horses. I kept seeing them along the road, stopping to take pictures of them as they grazed. There were even a few of them up here where a forest fire had burned through a couple of decades ago and beavers had turned into a swamp. It was getting on toward evening though, so I turned around and headed back down the valley. I found these stallions grazing in some of the last rays of the sun. I love the color of their coats, especially at this time of year, so silky. And of course, wandering along the road. These ones surprised me. They must have been in the forest when I drove by. But there were, I don't know, close to 40 of them just grazing in a cut line. And a whole lot more of them out on the Yarra Creek flats. The wind had died down with the evening's onset. And the cowbirds were, well, they were just being cowbirds. There have been times when I've come up this way and not found very many wild horses at all. But today, wow, so many horses. And they are a beautiful sight to see.